We saw that once we create a chart, we get some options, formatting options, and out of those options, there are some options that we need to use, to give some specifications to our chart, and that is what we are going to look at in this video. So let's go to our worksheet. Let me again try to create a chart with my data. So I've selected the data, go to insert, click, and here's my chart. Okay. So now my chart gives me an option to give a chart title. Okay. Here. So what I need to do is click in here, and I can just type in the data or the title for my chart. So here, let me give a title as revenues, okay, by month for 2021. Okay, so this is how we can give a title for the chart, and with this we also get some options here. Let me click on this plus sign, and it gives me some options to add some elements to my chart. Okay, so now what are these elements? Let me increase the size of my chart here so that we can understand a bit better. When I click on this plus sign, here we get some options, and out of these options, say if I check on this data labels, so what's happening? We get labels for our graphs, right? For each and every bar, what that bar stands for, what the value is. So we get that labels. If we want, we keep it. If we don't want, we just take them off right here. Okay. Another thing is this thing here, Mumbai, Visakhapatnam. So the bars, the colors represent which city is given in this thing here. This thing is known as a legend. So here we have a legend option. If I check this off, the legend will go out. Obviously, there's no legend in here, and now we cannot understand what color represents which city here, right? So what we can do is we can click on this legend back, and we can see the legend. Now one thing to notice here is when I created the chart, by default the legend came at the bottom of the chart, but now when I take this off and check it in again, it is coming to the right hand side of the chart. We can click on this arrow here and select the position of the legend as we want. Okay, so I can move it to the top, left, bottom. Okay, so we do have these options. Let me keep to the top as of now. Okay, so this is data labels and legend for you, and here we can also specify the titles for the axis. Okay, so we have axes and y-axis here, so we can click on this axis titles, and we can see the option to type in the axis titles as well. So let me come here, double click, and change this to months. Okay, and here we can type in, say, revenues in lakhs. Okay, so we can use the axis titles as well. Okay, so this is the button for our elements. We can add and remove any elements that we don't want or want. Okay, similarly we have some chart styles. Obviously I told you we can do this from here, or else what we can do is we can format the charts specifically the way we want. Say for example, when I click here, okay, and I come here in change colors option, the chart starts with blue color, right? The first bar is having blue, then orange, then gray. So these are the colors that we can select from here. Okay, so if I select this, my first bar changes to orange, and then yellow, and then green, and accordingly so on. So we can obviously have colors from here that we can apply, or else what we can do, we can select each bar. Say for example, if I click the first bar here, we can come to this format option, and here we have shape fill, and here I can select the color that I want for that bar, particular bar. Okay, so let me give, say, red color. I can select the second bar, come to shape fill, and let's say we select this green. Okay, come to the third bar, shape fill, select yellow, and accordingly we can customize the look of each and every bar that we want. Okay, so this is how to work around with options we have with charts. You can play around with these options and try those out. Okay, so that's it for charts.